Do you know where the toilets are? Huh?
You've got Daniel, who's very witty and very flippant.
So, how about a drink at my place? Totally innocent, no funny business, just full sex.
And that would lead you to believe that he's shallow, but actually he's probably miserable and lonely and desolate as well.
If I can't make it with you, I can't make it with anyone.
And you've got somebody like Mark who will not speak unless it's absolutely necessary, or unless he feels that the topic is worthy of him.
So?
And how do three people like that communicate with each other?
Darcy? What brings you here? Oh, right, yeah. I should have guessed, shouldn't I?
You know, I've definitely done too many nice guys in the last few years, and it's frustrating because, you know, people always say, well, is that all you do? And actually, ironically, in the old days, pre-Four Weddings, I used to do mainly villains. Bridget? I did, of course, worry that Colin would kind of win the film. I comforted myself with the fact that I thought my character had more juicy lines. I counted them.
Is that blue, Sue?
I think she's extremely vulnerable, but at the same time she's very funny.
So why do you want to work in television?
Because I'm passionately committed to communicating with children. They are the future.
Do you have any children of your own?
Oh, Christ, no. Yuck.
I think there's something hugely appealing about underachievers who are trying very hard.
Well, she loves you, really. You love each other. It's only a temporary glitch.
Is it? Joan's parents are a sort of subplot, and their romantic problems run through the film, and sort of counterbalancing Bridget's.
What on earth are you wearing? You look like a common prostitute.
Yes, well, that was actually the point.
Bridget's mother's an interesting character because she comes from an older generation. She was brought up in the same place with the same set of values. So whatever she does, if she wants to go out with a ridiculous orange-faced lover, that's fine. She doesn't lose her confidence.
Hello, Julian.
My dear, you and your mother could be sisters.
Whereas Bridget is from the media age and, you know, the global village. She has all these influences and different ideas about how she should be thrown at her. And that's what leads to the confusion. She's like a little magpie. She's, well, I'll be a Buddhist, or I'll be a businesswoman, or go out with him, or what should I be?
What do you think of the El Nino phenomenon?
It's a blip. I think basically Latin music is on its way out. I don't know that we're better off if we just have more to be PC about, or more to consider and think about, more rules to apply. Bridget Jones for Sit Up Britain, searching for tuna.
The key thing I thought she had was the first time I was in a room with her, she made me laugh very quickly, and I thought that's good. The second thing she had was an outer sort of vulnerability, and very soon I realized an inner irreverence.
Isn't it terrible about Chechnya? Isn't it terrible about Chechnya? Chechnya.
She said, you know what, if you were to choose me and we didn't get this right, and we didn't get the accent right, and we didn't get the mannerisms right, we are so busted.
Sorry. I come from Texas, and it makes me cringe when I see films where people do like a generalization or a characterization of a person from the South, rather than actually doing the work and getting behind where it comes from and doing it properly. Message, Mr. Cleaver. I'm appalled by message. Skirt is demonstrably neither sick nor absent. Appalled by management's blatantly sizist attitude to skirt. Suggest management sick, not skirt.
When I talked to Hugh about the character, he said, hilariously, I just don't recognise this character. You know, who is he? And then I said, oh, come on, you know this character.
I've known Helen for some years, and I remember I once told her a story which involved me calling someone a dirty bitch. And then when I read the novel, there is Daniel Cleaver doing exactly the same in a sort of similar context. And so there's even a tiny bit of me in that part.
Apparently I used to run around naked in his paddling pool.
I bet you did, you dirty bitch.
I can't comment. I don't know you well enough to tell you whether or not he's pulling your leg. Chances are he's pulling your leg.
Shut up or I'll do it again.
The character of Mr. Darcy in the book was written around Colin Firth. Pride and Prejudice had sort of stopped the nation here in the UK, and we all fancied him. And so she set the character, she based the character of Mr. Darcy on Colin Firth playing Mr. Darcy. So when it came to casting the film, we kind of thought, well, it can't be anybody else, really.
No, not as such. I felt strangely detached from it, which is ironic, really, because I feature in the book. My name's mentioned in the book. And I kind of had to make some rather elliptical connections around back to myself. And I think it appealed to me, the very irony of that fact.
Did I really run round your lawn naked?
Oh, yes. You were 4 and I was 8.
Well, that's a pretty big age difference. It's quite pervy, really.
Yes, I like to think so.
People will think, I love the book so much, the film can never live up to it. And that will be an extremely frightening thing for us. But I think, luckily, in a way, the Richard connection, in terms of writing the script, and the Sharon Maguire connection, in terms of actually being Shazza from the book and being best friends with Helen, a.k.a. Bridget.
Mark, why did your wife leave you?
Eat up.
Means that you couldn't get a more a filmmaking team that's closer to the spirit of the book.
Well done, Bridge. 4 hours of careful cooking and a feast of blue soup, omelette and marmalade.
Thank you.
I think that deserves a toast, don't you? To Bridget, who cannot cook, but who we love, just as she is. To Bridget, just as she is.
Have you met Miss Jones? Someone said as we shook hands, she was just Miss Jones.